There are so many reasons why I chose overfishing as an environmental issue. One from Thomas in 1992 was that from the national and state government's program to manage environmental issues made a set of principles. One of them was that we need to protect our biodiversity and the natural environment. So come on, let's save this world. Here, I'll show you some statistics to make you want to save it even more. 8.7 million tonnes of fish come from commercial fishing. This is 8.7 million large polar bears. 38.5 million tonnes of fish are bycatch. Bycatch is fish that you don't want to be catching. So if you've gone out to catch a certain species and catch 30% of these fish are overfished. That is 3 tonnes of fish going to waste. But stop! There's more! Okay, would you like to hear a few statistics a bit closer to home? In Australia, 17 to 82 species were overfished, which would really have a major impact on the marine system as all different species are needed to make the ecosystem work. Some states in Australia are not being very sustainable with their fish, which is also a problem, as not being sustainable can bring up many problems to the earth. From the article by Tom Young in 2001, he did a study in Queensland that showed statistics about all Australia and their fish, and how Queensland is not being sustainable about how they distribute their fish and not obeying to the ecological sustainable development. This means not conserving and enhancing communities' resources. This is not good for the environment, meaning another issue that needs to be addressed in overfishing. Now, bringing you to the two-sided debate between a lot of the issues that go on about overfishing is dealt between commercial fishers and recreational fishers. One major issue that has been really close to my home that has happened recently in Geelong is banning commercial netting in Port Phillip Bay. This is a state Victorian government initiative. This is to increase recreational fishermen's chance to catch fish. Well, this will make you think, well, it's going to reduce the commercial fishing statistics we talked about earlier, but also the initiative will set rules to maintain recreational fishes also, which will include size, bag and possession limits, which will help the government to monitor and sustainably manage what is taken from the waters. The debate between the two sides are not only happening in Australia, also around the world, one in particular, California. There's been a fight against the two sides for a while on resource allocation. Things that have been done are banning on particular species or restrictions, and the introduction of marine. In Victoria, since 2002, there has been an introduction of the marine reserves and sanctuaries. This was an approach from the state government. Marine protected areas mean you're not allowed to take anything from them, and they are highly protected. These protected areas take 5.3 of the marine waters in Victoria. So how are marine protected areas going to help overfishing? They have a no-take policy which will contribute to the overfishing problem by reducing places for Victorians to fish. Also referring back to the main aim to maintain biodiversity and the natural process, as that's all about protecting the marine areas. So how can you help? There are many things we can do to protect our oceans. Suitability cards are useful for fishers because they help select better fishing grounds and to help reduce discards because they show what fish are there and when. Square mesh nets, reduction of bycatch by 95% by seafood that has been fished in a sustainable way, not overfished species or endangered. Protect our marine protected areas. This video or topic overfishing can be used throughout BCE outdoor education, as you can see in Unit 1, 2, 3 and 4, and can relate to so many topics when talking about overfishing or marine parks. Thanks so much for watching.
Created using Powtoon.